Hi there and welcome back, friends of a thoughtful gaming experience. This is your host, Emmanuel Can, and we're going to proceed with our Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, Path of the Damned difficulty, the Renegades of Punk. Punks as we are, we just took the cat from Osria and killed her on the fly when we tried to take something secret. It was rather an accident, but we'll have to live with accidents here. And we have gained a key. Probably the key to something, this thing here, where we didn't come through earlier. So I think we should go there now, without any further ado, and go in there. But first I want to find something here, and I think, yeah, something has opened here. Oh, sweet. Ah! So the secret thing here next to her was some kind of lever leading to the keep study. Sweet, so this will be a shortcut, I guess, to Lord Raedric. But first, let's go over here. Quickly, please. And we're doing still good with the spells, as you see. Still doing totally okay.
I'm here.
I think our mage has most of her spells. Yes. And
They'll never know I'm here.
yeah, let's just go on. Even though, well, Kavava's a bit close to death and he's the main character, so maybe we should rest. I think there were some camping supplies here as well, so let's just rest. Racial accuracy bonus vessel is good. Heal multiplier is good as well. There's something more fancy we can get here. No. Let's take the damage reduction and rest. Sweet fire. Sweet fire.
What is it?
There we go. We've healed. Though we've... Some of us... Kavava has lost the resting bonus. Or no. He has that deflection, yeah. Oh, and it's not the right key, it seems.
What is it?
The rusty bronze key. Would it fit elsewhere then? Huh. So where should we go now? Should we go to the just to the keep study? Yeah, let's do this, you know. Let's run over there. I think we have everything covered here. That Iron Man run.
Keeping quiet.
But we need to hide. And you can see the clouds over Raedric's hold. The clouds is a metaphor for us. We have the dark clouds over his terror reign. And we're going to end it. Like the sun's rays that come across there, or something like that. Of Eothas and all of that. No.
Yes.
Kavava isn't a noble knight. He's not fighting for organizations, but... Oh, she meowed. Cute thing. Wow. What's in here? Well, the study, huh?
Where there's a pick, there's a finish.
The ring of... Oh, combusting wounds. Pistol. We're just taking everything. Admeth Hadret, raised to power. Interesting. What's this? Dusty old ledgers record the taxes paid on farmsteads in Gilded Vale as far back as 2632. That's really interesting. Well, it's a shame we cannot read this. I'd totally read that out for you. Not. And can we open this here? Come on. No? Oh, this seemed like there would be some kind of special... Yeah, a door. No? Let's look into here. Someone's dead.
Huh?
Creepy. What is this? Let's go in there together.
There's something ahead.
Whoa. Blood, still wet, runs from the woman's slit throat, soaking into the sheets below. Maybe Raedric is dead already? Or is that his wife? What's in here? Healing hands. Minor spellbind, restore light endurance. Oh, 3 times per rest. Priest. Priest. Do you have... Oh yeah, he has that Fulvanos gloves. They are good too. But why not? Why not expand Gustine's abilities? Seems like a good thing. A mage who can heal as well.
Yes.
Blackened pages curl in the fire. A leather cover embossed with a rising sun and 3 stars is barely visible through the flame. So someone prayed to Eothas here, it seems. Maybe that someone is dead here. As there are Baratheon priests here who wouldn't like Eothas, I guess.
Yes.
Let's continue. Whoa. Seems a rather big room. Can we sneak by here? This seems like there's Lord Raedric coming. Seems like we can sneak by. Yeah, well, let's just do that. Oh, hi. Yeah, we don't want to talk yet. What is this? Oh, man. But you know, maybe we should go there. I mean... no opponent in there was, like, mighty enough for us yet. So let's go in there and talk to this guy. But yeah, nothing new to report in our stronghold. Let him approach. Flanked by a host of guards, all of whom regard you with mute hostility, Lord Raedric VII observes you from his throne, clad in ornate plate. His eyes have a hollow quality, and there is a pallor to the man's gaunt face that leaves his features showing stark against his dark and unkempt hair. There is a dagger discarded upon one stone arm of the throne. A thin crimson rivulet warms its way down from the blade and past Raedric's fingers, even as he leans forward to regard you with a piercing gaze. Death godlike, you are one of Barath's favored. He stares openly at you, taking in your features, a mark of his presence among us. As Kolskri considered, has he turned at last to the twinned god and recanted? No, it is far too late for that. He has purchased you then, a mercenary, or else his pretty words have snared another well-meaning
What
foreigner.
has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he had any resources to his name, he would not covet mine. And if he had any honor in him, he would not have tried this here, now, when I have lost so much.
So that's his cousin, huh? Another one of this noble mad family. It fits attacking this heavily armored hold with a bunch of pawns, with a bunch of agriculturists. Oh man. And now Kolsk. It seems like Kolsk wants to have this hold from his cousin and continue the family tradition of reigning here. Well, we have a surprise here. I think we will not go along with his plans of another noble. Let's ask this through, though. Kolsk is your cousin.
Yes, we are kin, he and I. He was raised within these walls, in fact, privy to all the privileges our family had to offer.
Yeah.
But a greedy man always hungers after more than he receives, however bountiful. I was eldest, heir to the stewardship of our lands, and he was not.
So he was greedy to reign as well. So another ruler incoming here. Nice. Trying to play us like a pawn, this Kolsk. The legacy brought chaos with it, panic and despair. Kolsk took advantage of that chaos, creating division in our ranks, luring loyal men and women to his cause. Good men, good women. Raedric's gaze goes distant for a moment, and then he glances at you, and his lip curls. He fled the keep in time to hole up in the wilds beyond the village, to play at being a commoner, and caught favor with the people. Yeah, mobilizing the masses. That's another thing we don't like, usually. Like these popular champions that are just looking for their own interest, it seems. So we don't like Raedric, and we don't like Kolsk as well. And while he plays at conqueror, the whale suffers. Families, traders, all. I do not have enough men to guard the roads and defend us from Kolsk's incursions both. My attention suffers, and so my governance, my family. Raedric breathes out through his nose. Nor can I make the effort necessary to bring about an end to this curse if we are beset at all hours by this traitorous plots. I've seen that. Maybe... Well, we came to stop him, but maybe... Let's just ask him out. What have you lost?
There is a plague among us here in Gilded Vale. The legacy is but part of it. The rest is fear, heresy, perversion. Each incident alone is but the flicker of a candle. But together, a blaze that will destroy us.
Your family? I will do that, or Kavava will do that. The legacy is a test of faith. It has driven many to madness. They cling to hollow promises, to dark and terrible things. Each lie permitted feeds the fire, every whisper from breathing charlatans and venom-tongued midwives, the words of false prophets, the promises of dead gods. He clenches a gloved fist. Oh, he means Eothas.
The flame consumed her, my Ygritte, and our child with it.
Wow. Oh, well, that's hard, but did you kill her for it? Wow. What happened there?
A just sentence.
His voice wavers, and in that moment a pang of grief crosses his face. So he's mad. He's not a deliberate murderer, but he's a madman. And he's a cousin to this Kolsk, who is also a madman, to attack this keep with a bunch of no-goods, leading them to their death. All right. Ygritte knew. She hid the verses from me, the tokens. She knew what I would make of them. The scattered god poisoned her against me, made her deaf to my instruction. Only when our son was born, that hollow thing, that monster, then we both knew what her crimes had wrought. Raedric turns a baleful look upon you, jaw working, face flushed and splotchy with emotion. It could not stand. He brings up a hand suddenly toward his temple, obscuring his face. What does Kolsk know of sacrifice? He would indulge himself. Let us succumb one by one, and suffer Berath's punishment, until the final soul goes to its keeping, never to return, and Gilded Vale is but a barren land. Yeah, well, but you really murdered your own wife and child? I carried out the sentence, says Raedric. Would you have me give her to an executioner? In the Durwood, we see to our own justice. Raedric sits back in his throne, his knuckles white upon the armrest. And that thing, that silent aberration, that was not alive to kill. Keep your recriminations, trespasser. I have done my duty. Well, Kolsk didn't send me. He gave me some tips, but sending? No. Did he not, or do you throw his name at my feet to spare yourself? Raedric sneers. He's counting on you all the same. A distraction at the least, an able killer at best, so long as he can use your presence to his advantage. He relishes such opportunities, striking where he can from the shadows. Kolsk lacks the strength to see the matter done, Raedric motions to you, so he relies upon stronger allies.
On in Kolsch's designs, and he has kept his motivations from you for a reason. I wonder if you understand what it is you do, or what you might accomplish if you were better informed. You have proven your competence in your way, and had I such an ally, we might together put an end to Gilded Vale's woes, lift the curse once and for all, and in doing so, return us to a life where such strict measures are not necessary.
Sweet, but first I'd like to know more about the Raedrics. Raedrics? It is but I alone know, but the Raedric name was birthed in glory. We have been stewards of Gilded Vale for generations. Its people look to us still for guidance and protection. First from the excesses of the Empire, and now from what dangers the Durwood holds. I have inherited that duty, but by my vows, by my title, so long as I am a Thane, I will permit no threat against our lands, be they mortal or spiritual in nature. Honorable, but stark mad. What has happened to Gilded Vale in your perspective? The legacy, Raedric breathes. Shortly after the death of the scattered god, Waidwen's legacy fell upon our lands. He shakes his head, and despair came with it. How could it not, when the curse took our children, our hope from us? I knew that Berath would not allow such cruelties, not unless we had lost his favor. Some in the village cling yet to a false faith, worshipping the dead god. They revere him in secret, even knowing what it brings upon us. My own wife, she continued her heresies against my wishes. When our child was born, we saw then that no sin remains unrevealed. His jaw works. No man is free from Belar's judgment. No woman. Raedric looks to the dagger resting on the throne. I will do what I must to ensure that we do not stray again from the path. But it has taken time to root out the last of these cultists within our village. Time Kolsk used to gather his forces. The other madman. Well, you are mad, but I will work with you to remove the other madman, and then I'm going to come back and I think kill you as well. How does that sound? I think Kavawa thinks the Raedric dynasty is the terror of Gilded Vale, and we'll just have to remove it to bring it back to life, to bring it back to blooming. So I'm willing to listen. What did you have in mind?
Good, good. The stakes are too high for rash action. Be assured Defiance Bay will hear of your assistance to me.
You are in a position to put a swift end to this rebellion. I have wasted too many resources on Kolsk, paid the cost for it. Kill him, and I can refocus my attentions upon this blight. Between the priest and my animancer, we can determine a cure. My family will be the last to suffer for this legacy. About the animancer? He has doubtless attempted to ply you with lies, hoping to pull you to his side. He will permit you to approach him so that he might work upon you further, and then you will have your opportunity. I'll find Coles and put an end to him, and then I'll put an end to you, but I'm not telling you that right now.
You will not have to look far. His camp lies in the wilds past Gilded Vale. His scouts watch the roads and warn him in advance of my forces. But you should have more luck. Deal with him, and then return here.
Oh, thank you. And I think this is a good time to end our episode right now. Thank you for watching. If you liked the episode, please come back for more. I'd be happy for that. And have fun gaming, and see you in the next episode. This is Immanuel Can, signing out.